12 WNBA teams have Sandy Brondello to thank for Caitlin Clark's harsh reality, says reporter. That's always the strategy coming into Indiana. Stop Caitlin Clark, announcer Debbie Antonelli had always said. Since last year, Indiana Fever's offense has relied on what Becky Hammon famously called the three-headed monster. Aaliyah Boston's dominance in the paint, Kelsey Mitchell's versatility with every basketball basic, and of course, the head of the snake, as New York Liberty's HC Sandy Brondello says, Caitlin Clark. If you observe, most of the Fever's offensive plans begin with the sophomore, whether she ends up shooting or assisting. So, when Liberty met with the Fever for the first time this season, Brondello had a clear plan. We have to do a great job against her. That's exactly what her squad did, and it all proved correct. In their first matchup, the Fever came out red hot. But despite going head-to-head in the opening quarter, things fell off. Caitlin Clark only had 7 points in the first quarter. Adding to the woes were the equal number of turnovers that Natasha Cloud's defensive skills had pressured Clark into. Although she ended the 90-88 defeat with a double-double of 18 points and 10 assists, the 10 TOs, 33% shooting from the field, and only 18% from beyond the arc were glaring. And a blueprint was created: face guard, double team, give her no space. Now, according to Zena Keita of No Offseason, the athletic women's basketball show, every team is using it to get the better of the point guard. Keita put it plainly, after 5 games of being out with a groin injury, Caitlin Clark suited up against the Valkyries for her first game back on the court. And it did not go well for the Fever. They sustained a 19-point loss, and Caitlin Clark, you could see, she was getting back. It was not the same kind of return you saw after New York when she came back from her injury earlier this season. Against New York, she was dropping crazy amounts of threes, left and right. That defensive blueprint, originally crafted by Brondello and her Liberty staff, has now been copied by all 12 WNBA teams. The formula? Physicality, switching, constant pressure. It's not just a game plan anymore. It's the Caitlin Clark rulebook. Clark's numbers have nosedived since. That magical June 15th return from left leg quad strain against New York, where she dropped 32 and went 7 of 14 from deep. Gone. And it was visible in her return from the left groin injury versus the Valkyries. She managed just 10 points on 4 of 12 shooting. Since her first game against the Valkyries, Clark shot just 3 of 28 from beyond the arc across 4 games, a brutal 10.7%. That's the worst 4-game 3-point stretch in WNBA history, minimum 25 attempts. It's not just the slump from the reigning league roadie, who recently confessed how returning from the injuries has been challenging. Surely, injuries would change you, and it'll take time to adjust back into the full fast-paced Indiana offense. But against her, it's a full-on league-wide adjustment. Golden State coach Natalie Nakase even revealed how they schemed for Clark. We know she doesn't like physicality, right? We know that she wants to get to that left step back. Teams are now picking her up at half court, sending bodies, denying rhythm, and living with the fouls. They studied the tape. They know the tendencies. And now, they've built entire defenses to erase them. Brondello's impact is undeniable. Her championship-winning approach has become the WNBA's new defensive gospel. Switch-heavy, hyper-physical, and space-denying, it's no longer just Liberty DNA. It's everywhere. Fever coach Stephanie White admitted her team system hasn't adjusted yet. I believe the absence of ball movement allowed them to really pressure her. When we circulate the ball, good things happen. But lately, there haven't been many good things. This is the moment where the story shifts. Because Brondello didn't just help the Liberty win a title. She changed the way the entire league handles offensive stars. Especially one like Clark, the blueprint's aftershock, Caitlin Clark's harsh reality. Caitlin Clark is facing a league that's evolved faster than expected. What used to work, step backs, logo bombs, transition pull-ups, is now being swallowed by tight switches and body blows. Teams aren't just trying to contain her anymore. They're trying to beat her up before she can even get set. This pressure isn't just physical. It's emotional. With every miss, every bump, the scrutiny grows. For a player who's averaged 17.4 points and 8.6 assists this season, this stretch isn't about talent. It's about adapting. And fast. Because this isn't a one-team thing. It's a league-wide wave. Clark's challenge now isn't just shooting her way out of a slump. It's finding new ways to create, survive, and thrive in AW that's using her as the ultimate test case for how far defensive systems can go. The rules have changed.